Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. If you're coming here for the first time, my name is Rhoda and you're very welcome. Please don't forget to subscribe, like, tap the notification bell, comment and share as well. Okay, so today I'm going to give you a recap of what I prepared for Christmas lunch. In my previous video, I showed you what we made for breakfast on Christmas Day. So today, what I'm showing you is going to be, Nigerian stew, Nigerian tomato stew with chicken. That was what we prepared. I prepared during Christmas or on Christmas Day for lunch. And so first of all, I steamed the chicken. I'm using chicken drumsticks for this recipe. And yeah, of course, you want to steam the chicken first and to be able to make some stock. I actually like making my own stock for cooking food, soups and sauces, and yeah, I don't like using store-bought ones, but sometimes you can't just help it and you have to buy the store-bought, the ones from the supermarket. um, okay, so I'm going to be linking, giving you a list of all the ingredients in the description box, so don't worry if you don't get it now. You can simply check and see what to use for what. Okay, so yeah, to steam the chicken I used seasoning cubes, chicken seasoning of course, um chopped up some ginger, some sliced onions, and bay leaf, thyme, um rosemary as well. And so you want to just add all those to your chicken and stir together. Add a little bit of water at this stage. So because I want the chicken to release its natural juices, to cook in its own juices, so to speak, before I add more water. Okay. And so while the chicken is getting done, I chopped up my vegetables. That's the tomatoes and um the bell peppers and of course some cherry tomatoes as well that I'm going to be using to make this stew. So as you can see, our chicken is steaming nicely. So when this is the stage where I add salt. I usually don't put salt before at the initial stage, when cooking my meat. So yeah, I put salt and then I pour more water so that I can generate more stock. This is the only thing that I'm going to be using, the only water that I'm going to be using to make this stew. I mean the stock from the chicken. Okay, so while that is going on, I blend the tomato mix and put it on a pan over high heat so that it will cook until all the moisture in this tomato is lost. What that means is that I am going to cook the blended mix until the water dries out. So while it's boiling, I also prepare other things that I'll be using to, make the stew, like garlic. So the chicken is well steamed, and well, in Nigeria we like having a nice crunch, on our meat. So I'm going to put the meat in the air fryer and fry it for about 25 minutes so that we can have this nice crunch on the outside of the meat. And while that is going on, while I put it in the air fryer to fry, I'm going to start making the stew. So our tomato is done and it's time to fry the tomato, to fry the stew. Okay, so place a pan over high medium heat, sorry. Add some cooking oil and put your chopped onion. When they become translucent, you need to add some curry powder and stir until the onions start to caramelize. When the onions start caramelizing, that is the point where you add your cooked tomato, the dried tomato, into the oil, and you keep stirring. So this is making Nigerian tomato stew is like a stirring exercise. Except if you don't want to fry the stew for so long, you can simply add everything at this stage, add your broth, and turn everything together and allow it to simmer. So after stirring the tomatoes for some time, I added my garlic. I think it's some people add their garlic to the oil. I don't think this is correct. It's not. I don't think it's very healthy to add your garlic like really early on in the cooking process because I think you tend to like lose all of the, especially if you're frying, you lose most of the nutrients in the garlic. That's what I think, and I think it's true. Okay, yeah. So when you see that the oil has started to skim at the top of the pan, like separate from the tomato mix, it's time to put it in the water. Some people would usually like fry this for so long, you know, but I don't like that, especially when I'm frying tomato stew. I don't like to fry my stew for so long. Yeah, just to preserve, some of the nutrients in the food we're making. Okay, so I add it to the broth, add some shrimp powder, put my basil leaves, add salt and check for the salt. So this is the point where you adjust your seasoning, and I just cover it and allow it to simmer a little bit before adding the fried chicken to the tomato stew. And that's it, we are basically done. So this stew is ready. I'm going to cover it, lower the heat, and allow it to simmer a little bit more. So yeah, that's our yummy stew. It's very ready. Thank you very much for watching this video. So this was what I prepared for Christmas lunch, and after cooking I just made some mocktails for my children and my personal assistant, that's my domestic assistant, and for everybody in the house basically. And yeah, we drank and we ate our yummy food, and that was it. So yeah, thank you very much for watching. Please don't forget to subscribe and like. See you in my next video.